Well, let's head back to Sri Lanka now to bring you some breaking news. Of course, vote counting in that presidential election has been underway. Bernard Smith is live for us in Colombo. Bernard, what more can you tell us about this vote?
Hala, we've just been told in the last couple of minutes that Sajith Premadasa has conceded victory. He says he's offered his congratulations to Gotabaya Rajapaksa. So Gotabaya Rajapaksa seems to be the winner of this presidential election. Not all of the votes have been counted yet. I'm looking at about 3, 4, 5, 6.5 million counted, so about half counted. But it seems that most of the votes counted in areas where Premadasa might hope to get support away from Rajapaksa have been and gone. So there's little chance, it seems, of him catching up with Rajapaksa. That's why Premadasa has offered his congratulations to Rajapaksa. We are waiting to hear from the Rajapaksa camp. No official announcement yet, Hala.
And just give us just to remind our viewers the stances of the two men. Both were going in as the other one was the man to beat. But Gotabaya Rajapaksa, he's coming in as a challenger essentially to the governing party, is he not?
Yes, and Rajapaksa is obviously a member of this the family of politicians. His brother Mahinda Rajapaksa unexpectedly lost the presidential election in 2015. So it seems that this time round, the Rajapaksas have not made the same mistake again. They had worked very hard to get their vote out in the Sinhala Buddhist majority community. That attempt to get the vote out seems to have paid off. 75% of Sri Lanka's population is Sinhala Buddhist. Premadasa also Buddhist and was getting support from that community, mainly from the rural, more working class areas. And he was hoping he could pull in enough support from the Tamil minorities and Muslim minorities to take the edge off Rajapaksa. It doesn't seem to have worked. In the north, Premadasa got a huge share of the Tamil vote, but that alone hasn't been enough, it seems, to take victory away from Rajapaksa. So with Premadasa conceding that he's lost and congratulating Rajapaksa, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, on his victory, it's a return of the Rajapaksa brothers to frontline government in Sri Lanka.
And Bernard, this presidential vote, of course, coming after those devastating attacks on Easter Sunday when over 200 people were killed in those attacks. Just how big a factor have security issues been in this election?
Well, it was that suicide attack that killed 263 people when 8 bombers targeted churches and hotels in Sri Lanka. It was that prompted Gotabaya Rajapaksa to announce he was going to run for the presidency. And in the months since that bomb explosion, a terrible failure in the terms of the current ruling government has been exposed in the intelligence reports. It was told in intelligence reports that a bombing was likely to happen, but because of the dysfunction and the enmity between the current president and the prime minister, nobody paid proper attention to those reports and the suicide bombings went ahead. So Rajapaksa was able to play on that, and he promised Sri Lankans a return to stability and security, and that seems to have won the day with the majority of Sri Lankan voters. Hala.
OK, Bernard Smith, they're live for us in Colombo. Thank you very much indeed.